Hi, I'm Andy Andrews. I want to take you back to the 4th of March, more than 3/4 of a century ago, when America was in the throes of a Great Depression. The stock market had crashed, banks were closed, and unemployment was at 25%. But this wasn't merely a time of economic crisis. People were becoming sick, and many were dying. Influenza was epidemic, pneumonia was rampant, and the mortalities from tuberculosis were increasing. Franklin Roosevelt had just been elected our nation's 32nd president in a landslide victory over the incumbent, Herbert Hoover. In light of our present situation with the outbreak of the coronavirus, it is a curious perspective with which we can revisit one of Roosevelt's most familiar phrases. The following is a small portion of the new president's inaugural address, given on a cold, rainy Saturday in 1933.
This is preeminently the time to speak the truth and the whole truth, frankly and boldly. Nor need we shrink from honestly facing conditions in our country today. This great nation will endure as it has endured, will revive, and will prosper. So, first of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
It is interesting to note that when Roosevelt delivered this speech, he had been in a wheelchair, a victim of polio, for 12 years. It would be 22 more years before a vaccine would be created for the disease. Still, FDR knew that in times of crisis, fear can be as much an enemy as whatever actually caused the crisis, because fear can stall or completely stop the effort to find a solution. With the coronavirus reality now coming into play, it might be important to remember that we have a history of rising to this type of challenge. Polio hasn't been the only dire puzzle we have solved. During the past century, vaccines for yellow fever, anthrax, and cholera were created. Scientists have engineered vaccines for diphtheria, typhoid, whooping cough, and the Spanish flu. Once enigmas, tuberculosis, encephalitis, and rabies have now been defeated. Chickenpox, mumps, rubella, and measles are no longer a threat to school children, and today, the vaccination for all 4 viruses has combined into a single dose. Smallpox was estimated to have killed 500 million people in the last 100 years of its existence. However, due to the creation and application of a vaccine, the World Health Organization certified in 1980 that smallpox had been eradicated from the earth. There are vaccinations for hepatitis A and B, meningitis, pneumonia, Hong Kong flu, swine flu, and the rotavirus. COVID-19 is now the #1 priority of scientists and researchers all over the world, and today they're better equipped and more knowledgeable than ever about how to deal with the challenge we face. The coronavirus will be the next to fall.